deal?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's the deal, man? We back at it.
You back at it, number 2?
Hell yeah.
Man, all right, hold on, bro. All right, so that first time you hit me up for the first interview, I was like, all right, fuck it.
Man.
What did you like? What did you think about it? Like,
Nah, I loved it, and it was a great start for me. That was my first interview. You feel me? With a comfortable platform, somebody I watch and appreciate what they doing. So I was like, it's perfect. Come together, put our brands together. Feel me? Now we back again. So just like perfect thing to do, and I'm excited to do it again. You feel me?
bro, that's some real shit, bro. I appreciate that, cause
for
like,
real.
I feel like I was just trying to be like so scripted. Like, I don't know why, like
Sometimes that's how it
professional in a
be.
way.
Yeah.
Cause like honestly, bro, like I kind of like grew up like when I was at school. Like I really grew up on like everyday struggle. Um, you know, shit like that. Like I was on that shit heavy. Like you know, listening into like a lot of interviews and podcasts, a lot of different artists. And man, like I kind of just like I was just gravitated to that for some reason. I never like thought I would actually like get into that itself with my own type of platform, you know.
For real, but that's a great thing because when you have platform, you could do different things. You don't have to be boxed into one thing. So I'm just grateful that you was even able to interview me, and I'm grateful we here again.
Hey man,
it's like it is a perfect fit, and I haven't done no other interviews or podcasts or nothing. So it's exclusive with No Drip. You already know.
so you guys are live here on the No Drip Network. Like, come on now, bro. I want to talk about the music, but like, bro.
Life more than anything, huh?
Bro, we're gonna. I don't know, man. We're just gonna hit it all, like you know.
Nah, I'm with it.
What's up with sports right now? Who you rocking with?
Me and sports have a love-hate relationship, but
right.
basketball, I'm always gonna be a Laker fan no matter what. Like that's just my whole life. Kobe Bryant. Football, I'm kind of a 49er fan by default. I'm not really a fan of anybody, but like my family kind of like the 49ers, so I'm just like a 49er fan because of my family.
That's valid.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm not too really into the sports right now. I'm literally so focused on music, like it's ridiculous. Like
hey,
that's like my whole life. That's all I focus on at this point.
Real tunnel vision.
Locked in, like so locked in. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so relatable. But I feel like you know, there's a lot of temptation and distractions out here. How do you like stay in your own like world? If you know what I mean.
That's a great question, bro. I deal with so many distractions every day, but I understand it's an everyday thing. So I kind of learn like just when you purpose driven, your distractions can't even like catch up to you if that makes sense. When you sitting still, it's easy like for things to like enter your space and distract you. But if you like constantly moving and doing something, your distractions can't even keep up. Like they can't even get to you because you're constantly moving. So what I do is just constantly work. So that things things can't really like hold me down or trap me or block me or distract me. Like I just keep moving, keep working. Purpose. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So that's kind of how I do it. Just keep moving. That's how you stay away from.
Yeah, man.
For real though.
Like you like trooping. Like that shit really fits you. Like that. I like that. Like that movement. Like I feel like you can build like a real cult following off of that. Like trooping. Like
thinking about this forever is troop stats. So basically we troop into our dreams. Like no matter what, if we don't got money, we gonna get money. If we going through shit, we gonna keep going through shit. But we gonna keep following our dreams. So trooping is really just following your dreams and pursuing your passions no matter what you go through, no matter what. Don't let nothing distract you. That's what it is. Like it's troop stats. Keep trooping for real.
Man, y'all gotta keep trooping out here. I feel like a lot of people just like
they just stop.
Yeah, they like they're easily distracted. It's like it's the shiny object syndrome. You know, I kind of fall into that category sometimes, but like, I'm able to like just snap myself out of that shit.
Same, bro. We all like nice stuff, but that can't be like the main thing. That can't be what you're based off of, the materials. Like it gotta be something more than that, something greater of value. Like that's kind of what I stick to.
Right. Real. Right. Like even like with your music, like man, the growth with the music, bro, is like it's crazy, bro. I like the collaborations. Really, like that's what's doing it for me. The collaborations, the versatility, you know, the different sounds. Man, you played me The new tape, bro.
Ooh,
Man.
not a lot of people heard that, so you're a lucky person.
Hey, bro, I didn't, you know, it didn't really click until like, you
Come
know,
on, bro.
when you pull it up, you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
We
bro.
vibed out, we chopped it up.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna click to the world here. It's the same thing with the world. I swear. Like right now, it kind of seemed like, oh, he just doing music, dropping singles. But when the tape come out, it's gonna be like, okay, like this is serious. This is a real artist. Like this is the next big artist. Like I'm speaking about myself, but I'm just being honest. Like,
bro, yeah, a lot of people need to hear. They need to hear that shit, bro, and they're gonna hear that.
They
shit.
will hear that. I guarantee. A lot of people will for sure.
Man, like you really been like I said, bro. Like the growth, I can see. Like you know, you're putting in like a lot behind the music. I'm seeing like you know the production's getting a lot better. The marketing, you know, everything, bro. It's like how did you like you know. Like how we talked, you said you were just trying everything. How did you just like, how did you go about with your what am I looking for here? Like your trial and error.
Trial and error. It's been like years trial and error. So I just started just making music. Like I was like, I want to be a music artist. Like I want to be a music artist. So I just started like, how do I make a song? Like, okay, I get a beat, I put it into whatever program I'm gonna use, and then I get a microphone, record the vocals. So that's just how I started. And I'm like, okay, I can make a song now. How do I put it out? Then it's like first thing you always go to is like SoundCloud. Like okay, so I start playing with SoundCloud
days.
dropping little stuff. You feel me? Drop like a single or something, just to see what it's doing. I didn't care how many views it got. I'm literally just trial and error, like you said. I didn't care about no views, nothing. I'm like, let me just build myself up and build my catalog from the bottom. So I started like just dropping stuff on SoundCloud, little EPs and stuff. So then the next step is like, okay, I know how to make music. I know how to put it out. Now, how do I profit off of it? So then that's when I'm like, okay, now I need to get onto these platforms. I need to learn distribution. Like, I need to learn different things. So then I started doing that. Then I got onto Apple Music, Spotify. That's when I dropped Kyll SZN 1, the first one. So then I'm like, that kind of got a little bit of success, just a little bit, not too much, but that showed me like, oh, okay, this could really work. Like, and you the first person who posted that A1 song, like. You put it as a caption or something. I'm like, okay, somebody's starting to hear that.
See, that's what I was telling you, bro. That's what we were talking about, like you know the like the TikTok and like the music and sounds and shit. Like, bro, I really look for like I was telling you, like my process of like when I make content, like I kind of like look for shit that kind of like resonate with like the visuals and the clips and shit, whatever. But
yeah, that song, I was like, okay, if he fuck with it, the world gonna fuck with it. Then I put that A1 song out. Then I'm seeing people messing. I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, let me just be consistent now. Like, let me just keep going. So then I put out another EP, put out another EP. Like, then I'm like, okay, I want to keep going. I want to put out a project now. Like, let me work on a project. Like, so then I work on a project for a couple years, you know, grinding, blood, sweat, and tears. Nobody seeing nothing. I'm just working behind the scenes, just working, everything, putting my all into it. And then I see my project, I'm like, oh my God, like what did I just create? So then I'm like, okay, I'm learning, let me learn more about the industry and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me put out a single. Let me see if they like it. I put out my first single. My phone starts ringing. I'm not going to say specifically who or what, but then I put out my first single now for my project, and then my phone started ringing. So I'm like, oh, okay, we here now. I'm like, okay. Buzzing. So then I put that single out in like April, and I'm like, I was planning to drop in like June. Like if nobody would have ever said nothing, or I would have just kept my own process, just kept dropping. But when I get this call, I'm like, my whole perspective changed. I'm like, okay, so now people are seeing me as a real artist. So now I really do need to like strategically plan how I'm going to drive and stuff. So I only put out that one single. That's still the only thing I put out this year, and it's been my biggest year in streams, Instagram. You said
this has been your biggest year?
Yes, in everything. Like, okay, my Instagram algorithms, my music algorithm, everything. It's been the biggest year, and I only put out one song. Like,
oh, bro, algorithms, bro. I
only put out one song, and everything has taken off just because of like the strategy and stuff, and like knowing, okay, this is serious now. So that's kind of how my process been, and now that's the trial and error, like just doing stuff until it click. Then when it click, it's like, okay, it's serious now. You already done built yourself up. I'd already been doing this for like 7-8 years. So when it happened, it's like, okay, now the work paying off. Now it's time for the world to see who I am. So
right.
it's kind of how it went.
So you talk about the world see you who you are.
Mhm.
I remember. I guess you had like a show in New York.
Yes.
You want us to talk on that?
Yeah, that was my one and only show. The one and only show I've done so far.
How was that?
So that was like 2021 when Kyll SZN dropped. That was amazing. It was the best feeling.
Was that after
best feeling ever.
was that after the interview? My bad.
I believe so. When did we do that interview? Like what month?
It was like in the summer, bro. Like
yeah, it was
the end of the summer.
Yeah,
because I was still in Oregon.
Okay.
At the time.
So I performed in New York in December.
Oh shit.
So it was like way after everything. It was way after everything. Way after the interview. Way after the project. Everything. I was like, okay, if I really want to be a music artist, I know how to make the music. I know how to make good music. Okay, now the next part is, can I perform in front of people? Like, I know in my head like the performances I'm seeing, but I have to really go put myself out there. And I'm like, LA, I love LA. I'm from LA, but I didn't want to perform there first. So I was like, let me just go to New York and perform. That's where hip hop started anyway.
Right.
So I was like, let me go there. If they like my music, anybody will.
Right.
So I went to New York, bro. All I did, I just walked in there, got ready for my set, grabbed the mic, and just went on stage. I didn't think nothing. I didn't second guess nothing. I just went out there, and I got a great reaction from the crowd. I got some content out there. Networked with a couple artists out there, so it was a great experience. And I finally seen myself perform. I was like, okay, I really want to do this. Like, then after that, that's when I start working on my album and stuff after that, because I really know, okay, now I really want to be a music artist. I really want to perform, and that's kind of how the process of my next album went. Like, I want to make performance music. Like,
right.
I want to make performance music now.
Yeah.
Like, Kyll SZN 1 wasn't planned to be performance. That was just my life at that moment. Like,
right, okay.
But this album project was like, okay, this is performance music. Like, so that was what I'm going for. Like, and that's what I made for real. Like, I'm ready to perform now. Like, big performances.
I like how you said that. Like, you want people to like move. I feel like, I mean, your music, you know, even though like you say like you couldn't perform those songs, like I feel like, you know, it still like moves people, you know, like mentally. But I mean, you know, LA, you know, people like to dance, you know, and people, you know, like to move and shit like that. But the drill beats, I like specifically like your move single. Even the video, you guys need to go check out the video. Like, dude, I love that video.
New video.
That's my favorite video.
New video just came out. Go tune into that for sure.
Was that you produced that and like directed it?
Yeah, everything. Of course.
Bro.
I just have a great videographer, but of course the original vision always gonna come from me. Everything, the music, everything you see, it's gonna always come from me. Like, I'm just like a super creative. Like, I gotta strategically see the aesthetic. I gotta see how it's gonna be, and then I just execute it. Like, cause you can see the plan, but can you execute the plan? Like,
right.
Real. Yeah, you can see the vision, but can you execute the vision? Like, that's how it goes for real.
I feel like a lot of people, they have a hard time with like, you know,
getting it from brain to reality. Like, I don't know, you can think about it all you want, but how do you bring it into the world? Like, how do you make it real? Like, that's the hard part, but it ain't that hard. It's just action.
Yeah, a lot of people just gotta take action, man.
You gotta
like,
get up and move your feet, literally, like to your passion, whatever your dream is. Every single day, you gotta get up and move towards it. Like, if you sit still, it's just gonna keep moving further and further from you. So you gotta get up and go to it every single day, and then it'll just knock on your door and be right in front of you.
Man, I hope, man, y'all need to have your notepad and pencils. Man, this man is a philosopher, like, brother.
Come on, man.
Brother, that's bro. I would have never like thought you would be in music, like, you know.
Bro, music chose me. I swear, I was always playing sports my whole life. I always thought I was gonna be a basketball player or a football player, bro. I had dreams of being a basketball player and football player my whole life, literally. But then life had like a different path for me. But I was open to accept it. I was like, if this is how it's gonna be, this is how it's gonna be. And I always loved music my whole life. Like, throughout all the sports, I never forget like the music that was playing in my headphones, like since
like
a kid.
Like, music, like,
since a kid, I'll never forget the music that was playing in those eras, like playing sports. So I was always like music and sports go hand in hand. Music and life go hand in hand. Like, it's in every movie, every day. I see people walking with headphones. I just see people listening to music. Music really get people through their day. So it used to get me through my day. So then when it came to the point of not playing sports no more, it was like the only thing left was music. Like, cause I always had like an entertaining, high energy personality.
Yeah.
But it was into sports, so you would see me out there on the field, like, oh, okay, who is that? Like,
yeah,
energetic and all that. So now it's like that in music in life. Like, I'm trying to put that same energy into that. So that's kind of how it went for real.
Yeah, man, energy is everything, bro.
Everything.
If there's no energy, nothing's gonna flow. Like,
if there's no energy, it's dead.
Yeah.
Literally. Man, we elevating. This is for real now. Like, this is for real. We independent. We got a foundation. We strong. The music is great. It ain't good no more. It's great now. So the music is great. Foundation is strong. We're gonna continue elevating, and we just trying to touch the world more and more, and have more people see us, get more eyes on us. That's it. Like, that's it. Everything else is there. We just need more interaction.
Right.
Literally, that's it at this point. More notoriety, more engagement. That's what we searching for. That's what we doing this content for. That's what we here for.
Right.
For real. Here for.
Right.
For real.
So what content, like what more do you like? Cause man, that movie video, man, that shit was nice. Like, do you see yourself in like movies?
Man.
You know,
of course.
Stuff like that. You know, like, you know, Hollywood, like.
Bro,
I don't know.
I see myself as an actor. I see myself as a director. I see myself as a writer. All of that. I always wanted to be an actor too. Like, I've acted in a short film before, just like one, but it was a great experience for me. When I got asked to do it, I was like, of course I want to do that, because I always wanted to act. I have a whole bunch of scripts ready to write. Netflix, holla at me. Anybody, holla at me, for real. Hulu, whatever.
Tubi?
Bro, Tubi ready, I'm ready. I got all the scripts, bro, so I could really write. I would love to direct, because I've been directing music videos for years, so I would love to direct movies. I love to act in movies. I just want to do everything when it comes to like entertainment and artistry and creativity. Like, I don't see nothing I can't do, like, when it comes to that. I'm just trying to be versatile, because like, I love the music, but I love everything that comes with the music. Like I said, it's music and movies. Like, I could eventually compose a movie or something. Like, produce. I could produce too, so I could produce for movies. Like, I could act in the movie and direct it and write. Like, I could do every single part of it.
Really versus a Swiss Army knife here.
Come on, bro.
Man, yeah, that's dope, bro.
But that was a great question. I've been waiting to answer that.
What's your favorite movie out this year? Like, have you seen any movies this year?
Ooh, this year. Yeah, I love going to the movies, going to the theater. That's my favorite. If it's a good movie, I'm going to be there on Thursday night.
Thursday night, oh God.
You only know if you know. For real, I'm going to be there on Thursday night if it's a good movie. But I think the best movie I've seen was The Creator that just came out.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I think that was the best movie I've seen this year.
Really?
I also seen Oppenheimer too. That was interesting.
I didn't see that one.
That one was interesting. But The Creator, that one was like, that was different. It make you think a lot. For real.
Yeah, that's funny, man. They so I mean, I work at SoFi Stadium and shit, and apparently they had like the robots in the crowd and shit, and like people were like tweet out about that. Like,
bro, AI is here now. Bro. AI is integrating. Like, you can't run from it no more. Even I was trying to like run from it, like no, but it's already here. You gotta adapt. It's either adapt or get left behind. Eventually, like, robots really gonna be doing everything. But it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift because, like, they're gonna be taking care of all of our daily stuff that we do. Right. It's a curse because if you already don't have like a passion and purpose without the robots, when they come, it's gonna be worse, because now you ain't gonna be able to get a job, kind of, because the robots gonna be having all the jobs in the next 10, 15 years. So that's why you gotta like have some type of self-building thing that you should work on now. Like, anybody, no matter what, you can have a job, but still always build something for yourself, because you never know. Like, you never know. A robot could take your job any day. I'm into the AI integration, but I haven't really.
You haven't really tapped in?
Anything.
Really?
The only thing I did, I made my cover art with AI. I ain't gonna lie. For my single, I did do that. So that was my first time.
Which one, the Move?
Yeah, that was my first time using it, and I liked it. Cause that's literally like the idea I was seeing in my head. Then that was the only way I could create it. Like, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like, so AI does help. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just getting started. I only used it once. So.
And how long did it take you to do that?
What? Seconds.
Seconds.
It took me seconds. But it took me a couple times, like, to get the words right. Like, the words of your idea. That's the only thing. You just got to get the words of your idea right. And then, like, the AI could do it. You just got to be specific with it. That's it, really.
Yeah, so, they're calling that, prompt engineering or something. Yeah, prompt engineering. And man, boy, I can tell you that will really like make your brain move. Like I'm just like my brain was scratching. I'm just trying to use that ChatGPT. I was on the ChatGPT for like a few months, and then it was just like I'm just it's not giving me what I want. I need to like. You need to be like really specific with it, or it's just like
it's not gonna really work.
It's just gonna be generic.
But that was the thing with me at first. I was like really fighting it. I'm like, no, I'm not using ChatGPT. Like I'm using my own brain. Like, but then it get to a point like if it's moving faster than you, shit, you might want to try to use it a little bit, like, because eventually it is gonna be moving like rapid speed, and everybody gonna be using it, like. So we just gotta adapt and adjust to it more than anything.
People are loving it. Like I know students are loving it for sure. Like,
the schools. That's the biggest
schools,
thing. The schools. Man. I'm not really in school, so that's why I don't have that many use for music, of course. But if you in school, oh yeah, AI is your best friend at this point.
Right.
For real.
I mean, I couldn't even imagine like just having my essays written. That could have saved me so much time. Like
so much time,
so much
energy,
stress.
So much stress. I only been to college for a little bit. But I just remember the stress of having to write a paper or a prompt or all of those things. It's like a lot on your brain. So if you could just go put it into a computer.
Those were the Santa Barbara days, right?
Come on, bro.
Man, I remember, man. We went to a function out there one time.
Bro, college was
what was the Deltopia?
Whew, I don't know what it was called, but college,
some shit. Like,
college was lit. I ain't even gonna lie. A little bit too lit.
Too lit?
Man, but that turned me into a music artist, though. I ain't even gonna lie. That was like the transition of everything, for real. That turned me from basketball to music. College.
Yeah, man. Hey, college is all about the experience, man. I hear a lot of people trying to knock college these days, and like, oh man, don't fall into that debt, man. Honestly, my opinion about college, I'm gonna let you give yours, but my opinion is like, dude, honestly, like that's where you like first, like build like your network. That didn't really hit me until like my senior year.
Crazy.
And it was just like, damn, what the hell was I doing? Like,
but it ain't even your fault, because it's like an awareness thing. Like you said, you learn that later, so it's like you can only use that information once you learned it. Like, because in the beginning, like, I didn't know that either until after. Literally the same thing with me. I didn't know all the network I could have done, like, and could have used in college. So if you're in college now, it's a networking thing, and it works if you know what you're going for.
Right.
Going to college blindly might be scary, but if you have a plan and a strategy and a purpose of why, oh yeah, college is a great thing and a great networking place, like you said, for real.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with it. Like a lot of people are like in like homeschool now. Like I mean, shit, a lot of shit has happened.
It's a new world. It's a new world today. The pandemic kind of changed everything. So this post-pandemic world is very different.
It doesn't feel the same.
Never felt the same since.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like I don't know. Like, how so different is it for you? Like,
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. The technology kind of seemed like it upgraded more. Like,
okay, I can resonate with that.
Maybe like the pandemic was like, okay, let's get this technology ready.
Let's see how we can push this out to everybody. Like, let's.
So like the technology changed, kind of the media changed too, though. Like how Twitter turned to X and things like that. Like, kind of Twitter is a little different. Fox News different. Like Instagram is kind of upgrading and stuff. Everything changed. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I think I know what you're hinting at here. So I think it's like the creator economy. Like that's something new that kind of like transpired. From like the pandemic lockdown, like being inside, people just say, let me just get behind this camera and see what happens.
Like it's like more of a content-based world now. I don't know, like everything is content at this point. You can literally base your whole life off of content at this point. That's kind of some post-pandemic thing too. Like content was kind of big before But it got the biggest during the pandemic. I don't know how to explain it because everybody was at home. Like,
Yeah.
so it was just, that's when like all the TikTok people start blowing up. A lot of different people start blowing up in that era. Cause
did we have TikTok before the pandemic?
I think so. I think TikTok been here for a minute. That's a good question. It wasn't like as popping as it is though.
In 2019, I don't think TikTok, because
I know I wasn't using it. But
I remember I was on Snapchat heavy. Snapchat was the wave. Like